Hey, it's Alexi, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the mod matrix in the multi-poly. Now, more specifically, I will be showing you how to assign several modulators to a single parameter, as well as how to assign a single modulator to several parameters. And we'll also be taking a look at how to modulate your modulators. Okay, we'll be starting with an init performance here, just a saw wave. And we'll go into oscillator and change to a wavetable. So I like modulating wavetables, and we'll choose a BBG wave here. Now we get this, we'll turn up the volume a little bit. Nice wavetable. Now we'll start by modulating the position which scans through the wavetable. So hold mod, press the arrow right, you get to this menu, and we want to press enter to modulate the current parameter, and then we will press, let's say, the filter A button here for LFO. Now we have our destination oscillator 1 position and source filter A LFO, and enter to continue. Now we'll set our intensity to suit the wavetable here. I'll set it to 93.7, so we're not getting any of the virtual analog waves that are included there. And now we have modulation here. Turn down the frequency. Just nice scanning of the wavetable there. Okay, so now we will assign another modulator to the position parameter here. So right now we are doing the assignment again, so press enter to modulate oscillator 1 position, and we'll use the filter A envelope here. And we'll have the intensity at, let's say, 3%. And we'll set this to shape like this, let's say, and try to see what happens here. Going into the virtual analog waves. So we want to bring down the intensity on the other assignment here, like this, and then go back. So the assignments will add up. So now we're getting a nice modulation here. We can also make the envelope here looping. So let's see what happens here. Okay. So now we have two modulators assigned to the same parameter. So next we will go into the second page in the oscillator section here and set our morph to, let's say, 70 here, and assign the filter A LFO to this one. So this is the same LFO we're using originally to modulate the oscillator 1 position here. So we'll set the intensity here to minus, let's say, minus 75. And see what happens here. So now we're getting modulation on our position from two modulators, as well as one modulator modulating the morph here. Okay, next we will be modulating the intensity of our modulation assignments here. So we will take the, let's say we'll take the oscillator morph assignment here. We will assign an intensity modulator by going in the menu here and choosing a generator. So we will take the amp LFO here. And now our amp LFO is modulating the intensity of this modulation assignment here. We can make it faster. Some really sort of alien sounding stuff here. We can make it a little bit slower. And let's make this LFO into a random wave. Get a more unpredictable result here. And now that's intensity modulation, so you can basically modulate the intensity of your modulation assignment with another modulator. And now we want to, let's say, modulate the frequency of our amp LFO with another modulator. So again, we'll go into the frequency parameter here, press mod and right, press enter, and we will choose the pitch LFO here. Now we will, this is a multiplier, it's intensity, so we'll go for, let's try times 32. And our frequency is 0.350 Hertz, so this times 32. Let's go for a higher value here. So now the pitch LFO is modulating the frequency of our amp LFO, which is modulating the intensity of this assignment here. Now we're getting quite complex modulation here. Okay, now next we will keep modulating our modulators. We'll go into the filter A LFO here and we'll modulate the start phase of our envelope. So again, mod right, press enter, and we are in our destination. So we'll just select the source here. We will choose, let's say, pulse width morph LFO and set this intensity to, let's say, 180 degrees here. And the frequency a little bit lower, and let's say a random wave like that one. So now we are modulating the start phase of LFO. Our filter A LFO here. And let's turn this down a little bit. And again, we are getting more complex here. Okay, so now if we go into the mod matrix here, we can see our assignments. So our pulse width LFO is modulating the filter A LFO start phase. The pitch LFO is modulating the amp LFO frequency. The filter A LFO is modulating the oscillator 1 position. And filter A envelope is also modulating the oscillator 1 position. And the filter A LFO is modulating the oscillator 1 morph. And that is being, the intensity of this modulation assignment is being modulated by the amp LFO. So we have several modulators modulating a single parameter. We have a single modulator modulating several parameters. And we have modulators modulating each other. And the result is this. Quite complex modulation here. Now, so in addition to all of this, we of course have all the normal assignments for the LFOs and envelopes. They are always assigned. Like, let's say we'll just take the filter LFO, increase the intensity, modulate our filter, and take our amp and LFO, modulate the amp level here. Our pitch LFO to modulate the pitch here. For subtle pitch modulation here. And the pulse width to modulate the morph here. And again, much more complex modulation. And of course we have our envelopes as well. We can add into the mix here. We'll actually do the pitch LFO here. Not the most musical sound, but we have several modulators going on. This just to show you the power of the mod matrix in the multi-poly. So I think that's it for this video on the mod matrix in the multi-poly. Let's just a basic look at some of the possibilities here. There are a lot more things you can do in the mod matrix and in modulation in general. In the multi-poly, we didn't go at all into the audio rate modulation capabilities or the chaos physics or anything else really. We're just working with basically envelopes and LFOs and basic parameters. So if you enjoyed this video or found this useful, I hope you'll like and or subscribe, and I will see you again soon.